Up, 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 up. Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. What's good? I don't know exactly where I'm at. I know I'm not on Haps tonight. I actually didn't even put the phone up, so I'm just going to share the link to Haps. You know, I just can't get it right with Haps in here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to give them. I'm not sure exactly why it says I need to stop. So I stopped. Okay, I stopped it. I brought it down. Y'all couldn't really see, or whoever's in here. It was 3, now it's 2, now it's 1. I was basically trying out some things at the beginning. I got to put that disclaimer in there because I don't know exactly if I'm going to be putting up copyrighted material tonight. I'm going to be putting up some pictures. So I don't know if they got the copyrights on them and shit. So I want to make sure that I'm claiming fair use because it's fair use. I mean, I ain't trying to steal nothing from nobody. I ain't be got no weapon. But we going to talk about a motherfucker here tonight. Excuse me 1 second. Wow. Oh. Wow. Oh. I'm gonna flip some shit around here. I'm gonna be honest with you because I put that post up just to kind of give a lead in. I'm trying to be more professional, as it were. They told me to use a thumbnail, use a promotion that you're going to be going live, and when you're going to be going live, and then ultimately it will help people kind of find where you're at. So I put that up, and I've actually gotten a couple of messages from some people in the Ann Arbor area. This shit is pretty deep. This shit is with Tom Crawford, the city administrator, is pretty deep. I guess I can get rid of the applause and shit. I'm not really trying to get applause for myself. It was just, trying to make sure all this stuff works. Because when I just go all the way in, I want to make sure it all works. So let me get rid of the applause there. It's all good. But anybody that checks this out, whether it be on YouTube, Facebook, the Twitter link is out there. I haven't figured out how to upload these videos to IG yet, but I am going to. Let me just confirm. But there's a lot. There's a lot going on in city politics in Ann Arbor, and I'm going to be able to get all that stuff up in just a bit here. But I just wanted to kind of get going, make sure that what I've got popping right now is what I said I was going to do. And I just want to make sure I'm loading something here, and I want to make sure that it's going to load properly. Yeah. There we go. So yeah, that's gonna work. That's gonna work. So okay, if I'm in there, I'm in there. All right. So we're about 6 minutes in. I really ain't said shit. So if you're just getting here or you are looking to hang around for a minute, I got a little bit to talk about Ann Arbor, Michigan. We're gonna touch on the new $100 million man. Van in the van. Get in the van. Get in the van. Or is it just get in the van? Did he just get the van? Did he just get the Brinks van? I mean, what is he really going to do with $100 million? We know he's not going to do really anything to help black folks. What he's going to do is he's going to help some people of color. He's going to help some minorities, and he's going to help some marginalized folks. It doesn't necessarily mean he's going to help any black folks, but we'll see what Van does. Van just got $100 million from Bezos. I mean, that's what it takes, when a motherfucker goes up into kind of outer space. I mean, Jeff Bezos really didn't go into outer space. I hope most people know that. He was kind of like on the outer of outer space. You know, a lot of people think that like he went where they say Neil Armstrong went. He didn't really go there. He didn't really go there, but he went like, you know, he went to like a suburb of outer space, you know. So hopefully people know this and don't think that, you know, Bezos is just up there, you know, like these other astronauts, you know, the ones who have lived and died and wherever they went. Yeah, $100 million. He gave Van $100 million. And then he gave a celebrity chef named Jose $100 million. I don't know what the fuck Jose did to deserve that. But I'm sure he's going to cook some shit up now. He's a celebrity chef. He going to cook some shit up now with $100 million. I mean, I just really want to know what Van's going to do with $100 million. I mean, Van, you know, Van is kind of a different cat altogether anyway. We know who Van is. You know, we know who Van is. We've been knowing who Van is. And, you know, my biggest thing with Van is Van, you know, Van is just one of them cats, man. He's really hard for me to like just based on the fact that what he does is just Van. Come on, Van. See, Van, when I want to like Van, this is what Van does. I mean, Van did this shit. Van did this shit on the night that Joe Biden got elected president. He did this. And it made it real difficult. It made it real difficult to like Van after this. I mean, it really doesn't do it justice, okay? It doesn't do it justice. Oops. I'm going to take this down because I don't want to go through the whole screen. So let me take this down. But I got to get back to what Van really did to piss me off. You know, where Van, you know, Van probably doesn't even know this. He probably doesn't know this. He probably doesn't care. But what Van did to piss me off with him, where I got a little upset with Van, you know, I didn't see a reason for him to have done what he did when he did what he did. So I got to show this because this is why I don't like Van. It's probably why a lot of people don't like Van. Oops. I don't think I can do that. Okay, can I do this? Okay. Yeah. Okay. So I can do this. So I'm going to share this. And this is really why I don't like Van. Let's go ahead and cut the music here because, I mean, it's really why I have a hard time with Van. You know,
Van, what are your thoughts?
It's well, it's easier to be a parent this morning. It's easier to be a dad. It's easier to tell your kids character matters. It matters. Tell them the truth matters. Being a good person matters.
I hope y'all can hear this shit because it seems kind of low to me.
And it's easier for a whole lot of people. If you're Muslim in this country, you don't have to worry if the president doesn't want you here. If you're an immigrant, you don't have to worry if the president's going to be happier to have babies snatched away or send dreamers back for no reason.
What up, brother B?
This is vindication for a lot of people who have really suffered. You know, the I can't breathe. You know, that wasn't just George Floyd. That was a lot of people that felt that they couldn't breathe.
Really? Who else was it, man?
You're waking up and you're getting these tweets.
I only heard George.
And you're going to the store.
I heard Eric Garner.
And people who have been afraid to show their racism are getting nastier and nastier to you. And you're worried about your kids and you're worried about your sister. And can she just go to Walmart and get back into her car without somebody saying something to her? And you spent so much of your life energy just trying to hold it together. And this is a big deal for us just to be able to get some peace and have a chance for a reset. And the character of the country matters. And being a good man matters.
A reset.
You know, I just want my sons to look at this. Look at this. You know, it's easy to do it the cheap way and get away with stuff, but it comes back around. It comes back around.
Is it
easier?
easier?
It's a good day for this country. I'm sorry for the people who lost. For them, it's not a good day.
He's sorry for
But
the
a
people
whole
who
lot of
lost.
people, it's a good day.
Who says that shit? Who says that shit? I'm sorry for the people who lost. Republicans don't say, I'm sorry for you guys, you know, you lost. They say, fuck you. We'll see you in 4 years, bitches. Republicans don't ever sit around and say, oh, man, we're sorry. We're sorry we beat the shit out of you in the election. This is why I can't fuck with Van Jones. Now, whatever he does with that $100 million, I hope it's worth it. I don't know what the hell has to happen for Van Jones to get $100 million just to do whatever he wants to with his Dream Corp, whatever it is. $100 million. Brother B, I don't think there was no onion under the desk. I think them was real tears, Brother B. I believe those were real tears. There was no onion. That's the bad thing about this. There was no fake. There was no fallacy. There was no fugazi shit going on. Brother B, I believe Van was really crying in this bitch. Fucking crying, dog. Crying. He was crying on CNN, international TV, because Joe Biden got elected. How fucked up is that? How fucked up is that? Bought and paid for motherfucker. I don't give a fuck what president got elected, okay? Unless they had my last name or my blood running through their veins, I have absolutely no reason to cry for a president of the United States being elected. None. None. Even if the motherfucker said, you know what, I'm going to sign a full schedule reparations for descendants of freedmen, descendants of slavery. I don't give a fuck. They can say that shit. I'm not fucking crying on international television. If there's some tears shed, they'll be in private with my family, not on international television. That motherfucker is bought and paid for. It's unfortunate. I mean, here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. And if he had been on a black show, which there's not any anymore, you know, thanks to these motherfuckers they couldn't hold their water and shit while Trump was in office. You know, they were so fucking dimmed up that they couldn't even hold water while Trump was in office, and all got canceled and shit, became useless, all off TV. Within 4 years of Trump being president, there was no fucking black Dems on national or international TV. Got YouTube shows out. They all got YouTube shows now, and they want to talk shit to the content creators who are already on YouTube or Facebook or wherever. Now they want to talk shit to them. No, motherfucker, you were on TV. You came back here. You were on TV. You came back here. So we don't give a fuck if you got 1 million viewers. You had 1 million viewers on TV. You're supposed to have 1 million viewers on YouTube. You're supposed to have 1 million followers on Twitter. You were on TV, bitch. So don't come in here into this content creating space thinking that you're the shit. You were on TV. You were the shit. But look at you now. We're running the same race, bitch. I hate that shit. They want to talk shit when they get elevated, and when they get right back into the space, now they want to try to clown on you. No. If you had a network backing you and you're now on the internet, eat a dick. You're right here with family, okay? Here's a cold plate for you. Nobody left anything warm for you, bitch. I would have just laughed the whole time he was crying. He would have had to have stopped crying. He'd have had to stop crying in front of me. Because one, he started out with that, it's good to be a parent. It feels good to be a dad. Why did Donald Trump being the president make you not feel good about being a father? Why? Why did that see, that's what I don't get about this shit. Donald Trump being president didn't make him feel like a parent. The fuck's wrong with him? What the fuck's wrong with anybody? What is wrong with people? I don't get it. I mean, Donald Trump. And I realized the motherfucker was in there for 4 years, and I realized everything that he did for 4 years. But that didn't make you a good parent. You had nothing to do with him being president. Nothing. I mean, you went around and talked about him positively during his fucking presidency, though. Oh, Donald Trump's doing a lot of shit with prison reform. Look at him and Kim Kardashian. Look at that shit. What about that shit? It's unfortunate that that's the level of black men that they want to see, though. They want to see a black man crying. They want to see a black man just sitting up there boo-hooing and weeping and shit. That's what they like. That's what they like. They like a groveling black man. They like a groveling black man. When's the last time you heard a white man? So that's a strong black man. When's the last time you heard that shit? You might hear white women say it. But when's the last time you heard a white man say, that's a strong black man right there? It's a strong black man. When? It's not something that wants to be said. But Van Jones, he got kudos. He got kudos for that shit. Folks get on TV to sound all deep and they end up sounding a little, yes. Yes. He was crying. He sounded like we lost, but we won. I'm like, because these motherfuckers are all sitting around him. They're all Democrats. So they're like, man, we won though. Why are you crying like this? And he's sitting there with Anderson Cooper, and Anderson Cooper's thinking like, Van, what are your thoughts on this? And he starts fucking buckling within the first paragraph of what he said. He started buckling. Just didn't make any sense. I don't know what's happening with these notifications, Free. I know the unsubscribe and subscribe thing worked before, but there's a ton of people having problems, getting notifications. I heard some of the people that have like really, really big followings, they were telling their people to go back and look and see if the notification bell is on, because somehow they can reset your shit and knock the notification bell off. I apologize, but the first 5-6 minutes, I didn't do shit anyway. About 6 minutes. I didn't really do shit, but I appreciate you wanting to be here on time. It's good to have you in. No problem. I appreciate you. I just have a problem with Van and Van's inability to just stand up. Van is he's that puppet. I need Van to have some spine. What was the Wizard of Oz character they wanted to give him? Was it the Scarecrow? They wanted to find him a spine or something. Van is our black scarecrow. He's the black scarecrow. We need Van doing the right thing. Not just the white thing. Van likes doing the white thing. I get it. It served him well. Doing the white thing has served Van well. I get it. I really get it. When you get to the point where you got to pull your glasses off because you're boo-hooing on international TV, you are a fucking disgrace, bro. And anybody tells you that that shit was heroic or that was solid or that was strong, Van, that was a strong take, they're clowning the shit out of you. They're clowning you, bro. That nobody's gonna say, you know, Van, that was some strong shit you did up there, man. That was deep. That was deep as fuck. I commend you on that shit. You got up there and you cried your eyes out. You poured your heart and soul out for the country, brother. Way to go, brother. I salute you. How many fucking people said that to Van? I bet you none of them said it to Van. They just said, you fucking clown. You fucking clown. The fuck is wrong with Van? Jeez, oh Pete. So, yeah. I don't know what the fuck is happening down south, but it's getting crazy as fuck. And some of the people is starting to ride with it. I was watching the BNC, the Black News Channel. It's owned by the two white guys. Well, the one Arabic guy and the other white guy. I was watching that earlier, and a motherfucker tried to make an excuse for a peckerwood, and I'm calling him a peckerwood. I'm calling him a cracker because that's the worst thing you can call a motherfucking bigoted white man. You really can't call. There is no fucking white word for nigger. If there was an equivalent word for white folks that equates nigger, I'd say it. But peckerwood and cracker is about as deep as you gonna get. So a peckerwood cracker called a black woman in a city council meeting in Alabama a house nigger. And you got people out here on the Black News Channel who literally agreed with him. Agreed with him, man. Agreed with him, man. Missy B, 2 for 2 today. That's a beautiful thing. That's support right there. You gonna mess around and catch up to Frida. But Frida, she'll call me and be like, where the live at? So she might be a step ahead of you because she forces me to go live some days. Where the live at, nigga? So crazy shit in Alabama. And I don't know if y'all heard about this or not. This one's out. It's out too. It ain't like I got some top-notch, private shit here. Let me find this one. Let me find this one, and then we can get on. And I don't really have a flow right now. So, I'm just trying to get these little videos out the way because I'm doing it all by myself. Y'all know this. I'm doing it all by myself. Hold on a second. Let's get it here. Bam. Let's see. Let's go back here. Yeah. So, from what I know too, this town has a black mayor. We're going to talk about that too. They got a black mayor. And he done got punked by this man before. But yeah. Hold on a second. Let me get to it. Let me get to it so we can check this shit out. Because we need to get on to talking about Ann Arbor in a heartbeat, because there's some deep shit going on in the deuce. Oh, yes. Let's get this popping. Got the music again. Yeah, we want to share the audio. I'm learning all this stuff, man. I'm doing it on my own, so I have no problem with doing it. So I try to keep the dialogue going at the same time. So here we go. This is what happened in Tarrant, Alabama, city council meeting. And up top, the Peckerwood cracker's name is Tommy Bryant. Check this shit out.
I mean, I know I'm black.
Do we have a house nigger in here?
Yeah. Okay.
Do we? Hey, do we? Would she please stand up?
Y'all were seeing this, right?
That you do. Let me tell you something. It was a black woman sitting right next to him. Never moved. She should have got up right then. Right when he said that shit, she should have got up. See, that's problem number one. Because she's no longer protected. If she is right there in the teeth of the beast, she's no longer protected. She should have got up right from there because she has no protection. And that might have been the mayor that was right there in the middle. I don't know exactly what the mayor looked like. I didn't really do a whole lot of research on this one. All I know is he's black, and that same motherfucker, that same Peckerwood cracker, Tommy Bryant, has called the mayor boy before. Boy. He's called the mayor boy before. Yeah. He didn't have a care in the. Do we have a house nigger? We got one in here? Do we? Please stand up. Do we have a house nigger in here? He said this in a city council meeting, and this motherfucker is planning to run for mayor of that city. He's planning to run for mayor of that. Do we have a house nigger in here? Calling for it. 2 or 3 black women aren't there on the city council panel. He want to know which one of them is a house nigger. Please stand up. You fucking kidding me? You fucking kidding me? Now he's called the mayor boy. He's called the mayor boy before. And like we already know, anytime a bigoted white boy calls you boy, because you ain't a man at that point, you just a boy, you just a male. Anytime a white male calls you boy, he's trying to incite you. He's trying to provoke you. He's trying to make you throw a punch so you lose all your shit. You lose all your resources. You get all fucked up in the game. That's what he's trying to do. Now, no, y'all could say, well, maybe that's not what he was trying to do. He's admitted it. The motherfucker admitted it. He said, I tried to get a rise out of him. I wanted him to hit me. Because he knows if he hits him, he ain't going to be fucking mayor no more. And then he can slide right on in there with the nigger comments, with the house nigger comments, and calling all kind of black men boy. I'm back here. Hold on one second. Yeah. They like that shit. I don't know how bougie you can be. The town's only 7,000 motherfuckers, and it's mostly black and Hispanic people, and I'm not sure exactly how come nobody stood up and beat the shit out of Tommy Bryant. I'm not trying to incite any violence online, but I'm just saying, if you in the minority in that town, how the fuck you surviving? Mostly black, mostly Hispanic town. So it's a poor town. Let's just say it. There's no affluent Black and Hispanic towns in the United States of America. So we're going to say, and it's only 7,000 people. And you know, if it's only 7,000 people, that means there's probably not a lot of shit there. I don't know exactly what Tarrant, Alabama's main textile is, but I don't believe that they're one of the industrial leaders. Just guessing. Just fucking guessing. But for them to sit there and be quiet, they all should have stood up with the judge with the gavel in his hand and say, you know what? You called me boy and I didn't say nothing. Now you just done asked for a house nigga. Nigga here now. Nigga here now. And you about to get your ass beat up here on this council stage. Them two sisters should have got their purses. They got to have some type of weapon in their purse. They ain't walking around Alabama without something in their purse. Anything from pepper spray all the way up to a switchblade. They should have got all their weaponry out, and they should have chased Tommy Bryan up out that motherfucking Hall of Justice. I can't believe that he said that shit full-throated. Any house niggas in here? Huh? Any in here? Please stand up. What, motherfucker? Any house nigga? He looks like an old plantation owner too. Had a full head of hair. He had a full head of hair. You know, they used to have long hair back then. He's having manes. They should have pulled every strand of hair out his motherfucking head. Yeah, we about to style your shit. This the house nigga hairstylist. We about to style your shit up. It was incredible to see, incredible to hear, watch over and over and see that nobody made a move. Not nobody. Nobody made a move. What's wrong with our people? What's wrong with our people? I mean, come on now. Nobody made a move. They just sat there and took that shit. Is there a house nigger in here? Let me know. Looking for one. ISO house nigger. I need one. Come to the front, please. And shout out to the person who left the comment in one of the clips one of the most recent ones. She said the smoking turns her off. You know, I gave her a heart and a thumbs up because she wasn't being disrespectful, because she says she likes the content, but she said the smoke turns her off. And I apologize, but you know, it's not a shtick. It's not a shtick, you know, because this isn't like a cannabis show or anything like that. When I'm smoking cannabis, I'm smoking hemp, whatever. I'm not, you know, this is what I do. I mean, but there's people that, you know, that have interviewed people and they have a glass of bourbon in their hand and a cigarette, and nobody ever, you know, threatens those people. Nobody ever feels threatened. They never say it's a turnoff. But because I think people know that this is not that tobacco leaf, that it's the leaf that can grow in anything. This is the strongest plant in the world. I don't care about all those fucking exotic things over in the Caribbean and shit. You know, I don't care about Morinda citrophilia. That's a strong thing too. Morinda citrophilia. But this right here, cannabis. Come on, man. Leave me and my cannabis alone. Hey, it was you, Peggy. Hi, Peggy. You know, I don't want to offend you, Peggy. I don't want to offend you, but, you know, I just do what I do because it's just what I do. I hope you stay for the content, though, and please just, you know, kind of sidestep the smoke. I'll try not to blow it directly into the camera and, you know, push any secondhand smoke off on you. And I appreciate you stepping up in the chat room and saying, hey, motherfucker, it was me. You're not going to leave me in the background. I appreciate that. I definitely appreciate that. Oh, I'm definitely always going to be true, y'all. And I appreciate that. I appreciate y'all. You know, and I don't think Peggy was saying it to be disrespectful. And that's why I didn't come off as replying disrespectfully, because she didn't say it disrespectfully in the comment. You know, a lot of people do that disrespectful shit and then they run off and I never see them again. Or they come up under another profile and shit and just still watch the videos, whatever. You know, but it was, you know, all you needed to say was, man. Oh man. Van Jones ain't in here. Yes, you did. And I appreciate that. You were very respectful. You know, I mean, you know what? I don't mind respectful shade. I understand. And I've actually slowed down on smoking, probably because I've had my hands going on so much. And I really don't want to be known as like the potter that does this. You know, I don't want to be like the mechanic and shit, you know, that I'm doing all my buttons and I still got the joint in my mouth, because I'm really not getting the benefits. If I just got it hanging in my mouth, I'm not getting the benefits, you know? So I don't want to just have it, this is what I have. No, I don't want to be that guy. I don't want to be that guy. So I try to smoke less because I'm doing more with my hands in here. So, you know, I appreciate you, Missy B. But you did give me a like. You gave me a like for the content. You've been in the comment sections before, and I appreciate that. I definitely appreciate it. Like I said, that's why I felt like I couldn't be disrespectful in a reply, because you know you weren't respectful in the way you came at me. So I appreciate that. No, you gave me the like, you did. And you know, hopefully you'll continue to come back around. And I'm mindful, you know, of what folks say. So maybe when I'm thinking about taking a toke, maybe I won't take a toke and I'll do it in favor of Peggy's opinion. I appreciate that. But, you know, other than that, I smoke because I smoke. And have y'all dug the hat? I mean, you know, the hat is like it's so funny. So check the hat out, right? I mean, let me see let me do this. Check this shit out. It's gonna freak you out a little bit. Look, you see that? You see the hat? It's got a hole in the cross. It's got a hole in the cross. Look at that. Cargo 420, you know, that was our official sponsor today. Saw that at the beginning. Beginning on August 1st, they're going to be serving the Washtenaw County area, the greater Washtenaw County area, the greatest Washtenaw County area. Cargo 420. Check it out. Check it out, check it out, check it out. Let me put that up there just so, you know, if you weren't here at the beginning and you don't know exactly what I'm talking about, let me see if I can put that screen back up here. Can I put that screen back up here? Mm-hmm. How did I do that last time? There we go. Here we go. Check it out. Check it out. Cargo 420 starting August 1st. Cannabis delivery, all new. From what I'm hearing, they're going to promote over 60 strains of cannabis and hemp. Full service delivery right to your doorstep. Right to your doorstep. Must be 21 years old to order. Must be 21 years old to order. And incidentally, they're actually looking for drivers. I'm trying to help them out with some local drivers, because I told them I like people that know the area. Make sure you guys, you know the area. If you say you can drive, okay, that's cool, but I need you to know the area. I know you got GPS out here, but you need to know the area. Full service delivery, Ann Arbor, Ypsilanti, Belleville, and surrounding areas. So really, we're going to be Washtenaw County, but we'll venture out into the Ville. We'll venture out in some surrounding areas, you know. But it's free delivery. Free delivery, starting August 1st. Cargo420.com. Check it out. Check it out. They got great products. You can see what they've got at their other locations. And you can also see what they'll be having. If you click the Washtenaw button, you can see what they'll be starting out with over there as well. Check it out. 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 So, yeah. Put that cargo420.com in the chat too, free. And people can just click that link and go right to the site. That'd be dope. So, yeah, lots of great comments. I like when the chat room's popping. You know, we ain't got to really be talking about shit. I just like the communication and shit. I like it. 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 Yeah, see, a lot of people think it's metal, you know, because I did a couple other casts with it. But no, the cross is green, so it doesn't show up. It's a green screen cross. It's pretty cool, you know. Pretty cool. Absolutely. So, nah, we're gonna rock. We're gonna rock. We're gonna rock. Well, I guess this is time where the show kind of turns. We're gonna go from and I've been a little sarcastic here, but it gets a little serious. Maybe my sarcasm will last. I don't know if it'll last or not. But what's going to happen is we're going to do a little bit of reading because there's a little bit of reading that needs to be done tonight. Let me just 1 second. I want to make sure that uh-oh. Oh, God. Frida, don't be sending me shit. Don't be sending me no clown shit when I'm doing live. Missy B said, are they doing mail? You know what? I don't know. I know that you can ship CBD products. I don't believe you can ship THC products as of yet because we're still federally fucked there. But I believe that there's a shipping arm for CBD products. So when they do open up, I'll make sure that, you get in contact with the people who do that type of stuff, and we'll see what they can get you in the air. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, stop that, Frida. Hilarious. All right. So last year, Ann Arbor had an opportunity to hire a city administrator from outside, a Black woman. Okay. She was overqualified for the position. We already had a city attorney, Tom Crawford. But instead of them hiring her, they allowed Tom Crawford to jump into the job pool. Tom Crawford's a white man. I don't think I needed to say that, but I just wanted to say that. Let me make sure. If you don't know who Tom Crawford is, let's see. Where's Van at in this? There's Tom Crawford. Let me bring Tom Crawford up on the screen here, because Tom Crawford. Yeah, there's Tom Crawford. There he is. You see Tom? Tom is apparently a bigot. Okay. He sounds like he's a xenophobe and sexist and, chauvinistic. Tom sounds like he's actually been an asshole in hiding, because from what I'm hearing, he does a great job and a lot of people like him. But sounds like he's had some moments of indiscretion. When I didn't realize, oh man, I was working, didn't get no result. I get it, Free. Appreciate it. So, Tom Crawford, he's worked for the city of Ann Arbor, I guess, around 20 years. He's done all kinds of shit. And he had elevated to city attorney. I don't think he's been the city attorney for 20 years. I'm not quite sure on that, so don't quote me on that part, but that's what he was. And they said he did a good job of it. So he was okay with it. But Tom Crawford obviously was an asshole, and nobody knew. Nobody knew that Tom was an asshole, because if they had known, he probably wouldn't have gotten elevated. Okay? He probably wouldn't have gotten elevated to city administrator. Because there was a huge bump in pay, I guess. Somebody told me about $75,000 raise. That's what I heard. Yeah, he's a white guy, Missy B. I just wanted to clarify that. Now, the Black woman dropped out of the race before the race was over. She didn't get down to be in the final. She said Ann Arbor's not ready to hire a black city administrator. She saw the writing on the wall. She saw the faces of city council. And she saw the body language and she said, you know what? I'm already eating, motherfuckers. I don't need this bullshit. You're not going to hire me. So I'm not going to be a part of your political game saying, we've looked at a person of color. We looked at a woman of color. No, she dropped out. It's like, eat a dick. I mean, she probably didn't say it that way like I did, but I'm going to say it for her. Sister Joyce, you didn't need that bullshit, but it looks like we may need you. Maybe Sister Joyce can come back and interview again, seeing that Tom Crawford is officially out as a city administrator. I don't even believe Tom Crawford did it a whole year. He didn't do it a whole year. And some of these things that he said happened before he became the city administrator. So he should have never become the city administrator. That's what I'm thinking. How did you get the job and you had all these allegations out there? Sounds almost like you work for the Washtenaw County Sheriff's Department, because the only people that I know that can get jobs and have rape allegations against them are sheriff deputies at Washtenaw County. Yeah. You can have two police agencies looking at you for rape and still become a Washtenaw County Sheriff's deputy under Jerry Clayton's watch. Yeah. So it's not uncommon to have transgressive behavior in high places and still have things move forward. So when she dropped out, she was the most qualified. Then there was a kid from Ohio. He didn't have a fucking chance to become the city administrator. Not a chance. He dropped out. Then it was just Tom Crawford and some other lady who was the city manager or township manager or some shit, nowhere near the caliber of experience that Joyce Parker had and what Ann Arbor needed. He beat her out. It was those two at the end of the race, and he beat her out. Seeing that he had already been doing the fucking job, it was kind of a no-brainer for city council to say, did we really bring somebody new in here who's really not qualified? It might have been a tug of war with Joyce. I don't think she would have got it anyway. Like you said, they not looking for a motherfucking black woman to be in control of the bunny. Come on now. You ain't getting the bunny. Yeah, you get the bunny. They don't want a black woman just sitting up there just petting the bunny. No, they don't want that. But they gave it to Tom, and look what Tom did. Tom fucked up. Tom fucked up in less than a year. Okay? Less than a year. And he's got shit dating back before he got the job. So how the fuck did Tom get this job? Christopher Taylor, city council, you bigot enablers. How the fuck did he get the job? How did he get the job? And it wasn't an immediate dismissal. What Tom Crawford is doing is he is using up the accrued vacation time that he has, and he's just going to slide on out getting paid. He's getting paid. He didn't get fired. He's going to stay until all of his vacation time is up, and boom, then he's gone. September 1st. There you go. See, this is how white people exit. This is how white people exit. Black people, they get you a box. They get you a box and they deactivate your fucking card reader. But Tom is going to actually be able to walk out the door. Actually, Tom's probably already walked out the door. He probably already packed his shit and was like, I ain't never coming back to work again. Took his little plaques and shit off the wall, and he's out the motherfucking paint. Or they could just let him come back and just be free. They should just deactivate his shit. He should be escorted in and escorted out. Treated like a criminal. Because that's what he is. He's criminal. What he did, he stole money. I'm sure he's been getting paid on that city administrator's pay. He needs to give all that money back. He's admitted to the shit. He's admitted to shit. He used a lack of discretion. You know what? You don't need to fucking listen to me. Here you go. Here you go. Here you go. Got it. All right. Here we go. Da-da-dee-da-da-dee-da-da. Yeah, you don't need to fucking listen to me. You can listen to the screen. Absolutely. Yeah, let's do that. So, investigative report. You see that? You see that investigative report there? Can you see that? Let's bring it back a little bit. Let's bring it back a taste. That's on the screen there. Can you see that? Appreciate that. I'm going to get a couple of these in here right here. Let's check this out. So, there we go. The investigative report. Tom Crawford was hired as interim and then full-time city administrator in 2020. It's just 2021. It was late 2020. It wasn't like early 2020. All of the concerns raised in investigating this matter involve comments made during Mr. Crawford's most recent tenure and then permanent city administrator. Okay. But you got to understand that if he said this shit in the short time that he was city administrator, he said some fucked up shit before he got the job. Let's move on. Specifically, the investigation focused on allegations. On a number of occasions, Mr. Crawford is reported to have made comments to other city employees that reflect insensitivity to issues of diversity. There were a number of specific comments or incidents that were raised as problematic. Each is listed in turn below. So, there was a problem with black folks. There was a problem. And he go into that, I don't recall making that statement shit. I don't know how you don't recall making the statements like this, but you have to make them. Somebody's not going to make this shit up and then have to stand up to it later, only to be ridiculed publicly. Because if he hadn't said the shit, then, and he knows who said he said the shit, why hasn't he called them to say, when did I say it? How did I say it? Da-da-dee-da-da-da. Make this shit public, bro. No, they went into redacting the shit because they don't want the people's names to be brought out because he's admitted to it in some way and said, you know what, fuck it. And he's just going to throw 20 years with Ann Arbor down the drain because he doesn't recall some shit. Yeah, fuck you. Anyways, you should be able to see it. If you can't see it, let me just read this and then, we'll move on. In late 2020, during the hiring process for the new employee in the city, who is a person of color, there was a point which the applicant indicated that he was going to withdraw from consideration because he thought some aspects of the background check process were racially biased. In the context of discussing this issue and how to remedy it, Mr. Crawford allegedly made a statement to another member of the city leadership team. This is why you have to be careful hiring minorities, because you can't fire them or let them go. What the fuck does that even mean? You can't fire them or let them go. Aren't you letting someone go when you fire them? Aren't you firing somebody when you're letting them go? The individual to whom the comment was made immediately reported it to the city's legal department. I confirmed in the department that the comment was reported to her in or around the end of 2020. When asked about it, Mr. Crawford did not recall making the statement and said that he does not even understand it. Oh, you don't understand how you got caught, motherfucker. But you understand the statement. You just basically say, you look, this is why you can't hire niggas. See? This is why you can't hire them. That's what you meant. Minorities. You wouldn't have said that about an Asian person. You wouldn't have said that about an Indian person. You wouldn't have said that about a Hispanic person. Minorities. We know exactly what that means. And if you don't, wait a second. He said he was doing the best he could with this particular employee from withdrawing from the process, and the comment does not even make sense in the context. Mr. Crawford does not believe he made was he drunk? Well, why does he not believe he made the statement? He said he didn't recall making the statement. Now he doesn't even believe it. Now he's just in total disbelief that he made this fucked up comment. This is Tom. Good old Tom. Tom's been around for 20 fucking years. And I've heard through the grapevine that there's a bigger play here. This is just the beginning of the shitstorm in Ann Arbor. Oh yeah, I've heard already. I'm not, I'm not going to be petty and screenshot my text messages. But yeah, there's a bigger play on this shit. This is just the beginning. We don't know exactly how quickly, but some shit's about to be moving. There's about to be some fucking U-Haul trucks backed up to City Hall in this bitch. So let's go to number 2. Let's go to number 2 of the comments that Tom may not recall or remember that he said. In or around April of 2021. That'd be this year, y'all. That'd be this year. Just in case y'all want to know, that's this year. That's this year right here. This year. This what Tom did. This year. Uh-oh, we going back. That's Tom. Yep, that's Tom. Get out of here. There we go. In or around April of 2021, during a discussion of a proposal to make Juneteenth. See, this is why I told y'all, I don't give a fuck about no motherfucking Juneteenth holiday. White folks is laughing at us about this fucking holiday. They talking shit about us because we get motherfucking holidays while we go broke. These motherfuckers getting policy and legislation and building generational wealth. We getting motherfucking holidays and going broke. Let's watch this shit. During a discussion of proposal to make a Juneteenth holiday, Mr. Crawford verbally made a statement to an employee that he thought doing so would create some inequities in terms of other minority groups. See, Juneteenth was the day they said that we were freed, even though we know if it's not factually true. So we good there. It's not factually true. But Juneteenth is the day that they use, the symbolic day that they use. He said it would create inequalities for other minority groups. How? What other group has been freed on this soil after 246 years of slavery? What other group? What other group could feel unequal to that? Are we slighting someone who's been fucking enslaved on this fucking soil for 246 years, Tom? Who? Asians? Latinos? Arabs? Hindus? Native Americans? No, couldn't be them. American Jews? No. I mean, we know America, helped them out, even though their detriment wasn't caused on this soil, but they get help. They get subsidized from America. Native American? No, I forgot. No. Oh, but they get subsidized. And I said Asians, right? Oh, but they've been subsidized. What other group would feel less than if we got a holiday? But that wasn't the worst part of this motherfucking shit right here. That wasn't the worst part. Because black people already have a holiday. He thought MLK Day was enough. MLK Day, Martin Luther King's birthday. He thought, hey, they got a fucking holiday. Forget about it. He said, that's enough. You get these motherfuckers 2 holidays, they gonna think they running shit. You got Martin Luther King Day, then you got 28 days in February, then you're gonna give them another day in June. What the fuck is this? These niggas are taking over. I don't get it. I don't get it. I didn't recall. So. Sorry, I'm losing y'all in the chat, messing up because I'm on that other screen and shit. That's where that next computer is gonna come in handy. Then I can see all this shit. Where's that holiday? Yeah, this is big right here. Holidays. Yeah. It's not a holiday to us. Because most black people got to work on the holiday. Most black people got to work on King Day. Government holidays really don't matter to us. I mean, it doesn't. But let's get back into this. With respect to that issue, Mr. Crawford acknowledged that he did raise the issue of perceived inequalities or inequities, if a holiday was recognized for one racial group and not others. Now, I do believe that we do recognize other people's holidays around here. You know, the city of Ann Arbor recognizes Hanukkah. The city of Ann Arbor recognizes Ramadan. You know, I mean, shit, they recognize Cinco de Mayo. They recognize St. Patrick's Day. We don't pick y'all days. Y'all pick y'all own days. And we don't say shit about it. We don't say, hey, can there be a day where all black people just get the fuck up and just put all black on and we just go out and drink and get high all day? We don't ask for the same day that the Irish people got. You know, we don't ask to, you know, I mean, y'all on the Cinco de Mayo, you wear the big sombreros. You know, black people don't say, hey, can we do this? Can the church mothers get their biggest church hats on and the brothers get their big fedoras on and shit? You know, we wouldn't be, and we just go out and just start drinking. All y'all holidays and shit consist of fucking drinking and getting high and just getting obliterated. We celebrating a day of freedom when we were freed from enslavement, and he had a problem with it. Problems. He denies that he said black people already have a holiday. Rather, he says that he raised concern if the city began to recognize a holiday, Juneteenth, for African Americans, that the city would have to do so for other minority groups if they called for it. This is a national thing anyway. It wasn't just something that was just happening in Ann Arbor, you motherfucker. You ain't even got enough black people in Ann Arbor to cause that kind of goddamn stir in Ann Arbor no more. Oh, and we're going to talk about that too, because he basically said, since we don't have that many black people around here, why does this even matter? Why does it even matter? Tom said that. Allegedly. He wanted to make sure from a DEI perspective, that is diversity, what's the E? I don't know. I know the I is inclusion, whatever. That the city was being inclusive to all minority groups. Now you want to be inclusive, motherfucker. Ain't it funny how everybody want to be inclusive now? Remember when y'all didn't want to be inclusive when it was just white and black people? Black and white people. Y'all didn't want to be inclusive then, but now you want to be inclusive. Now that there's 18 different kinds of motherfuckers around here, now you want to be inclusive. It was just 2 and you couldn't figure it out. But now you done figured out, you know what? We just need to be inclusive. Come on, everybody in. Everybody gets a trophy. Come on. Come on, man. Come on over here, buddy. Everybody gets a fucking trophy. Yeah. Attaboy. Eat a dick. In addition, there were general concerns raised in the course of my investigation about whether Mr. Crawford's perceived shortcomings in this area may affect his management role. Uh-oh. But he done got the motherfucking job already. Too late. With respect to hiring, compensation, supervision of employees. However, those matters were outside the scope of what I retained to investigate. As such, those issues are not addressed in this report. Oh, really? You didn't fuck with it? You know, it ain't got nothing to do with it. So, you know, and I ain't gonna go too much deeper into this, but I'm gonna go this deep, goddammit. I ain't gonna go too much deeper into the motherfucker right here, but I'm gonna go this deep. And I'm sorry, Peggy, sweetie, I got a smoke on this one, okay? I got a smoke on it. around the summer, end of the summer in 2020. I don't know why they didn't do this in chronological order. It can make it easier for me to really fuck with it, because it could bring us all the way up to the present. But that's okay. We got to April 2021. That was only fucking 3 months ago. He been saying fucked up since April. As we got closer to Juneteenth, you knew he was probably saying some greasy shit. I think that was when they were just about to start fucking with him and shit. He might have shut up after that. He might have, he might have been right on. Tom might have had a dashiki on Juneteenth, because he knew his ass was just about up out of here. Did anybody see Tom Crawford on Juneteenth? He might have had a dashiki on. He might have been one of them motherfuckers singing "Lift Every Voice and Sing" in that room. Was he singing the baritone? Lift every voice. Oh, okay. Sorry. In or around the end of summer 2020, Mr. Crawford is alleged to have made a comment in a conversation that was deemed to be racially insensitive. Why don't you motherfuckers just say bigoted? Why don't you just say it's racist? How come you have to racially insensitive? You motherfuckers know how to pad some shit up, boy. I mean, you already gave him to the motherfucker to let him walk out the door. You didn't fire him the way he should have been terminated. He should have been terminated. You letting his ass use accrued vacation time to moonwalk out the fucking door. Eat a dick with racially insensitive. That's racially insensitive right there. All your victims and shit, they get to watch his ass get vacation pay to walk out the door. Yeah, all his victims. This is how fair the system is for Tom. Tom, we're going to have to let you go, but you can use all that vacation time and shit up. You ain't never got to come back either, so don't worry about it. Just get paid to stay home. Got it. During a discussion on racial issues involving policing, Mr. Crawford is alleged to have said something to the effect of, when only 10% of the population in Ann Arbor are black, I don't see why we have to worry about it. I don't see why we have to worry about it. Only 10% of the niggas is here. Yeah. Come on, man. The blacks. It's only 10% of the blacks. Come on, man. And truthfully, Ann Arbor ain't even fucking 10%. Ann Arbor's not 10%. It's supposed to be 117,000 people, I believe, that live in the city. There's not 17,000 black people that live in this city. He's fucking crazy. He's a fucking liar. About 7,500, bro. Count it. There's not 17,000 people that live in Ann Arbor. Show them to me. Let's get to counting. In addition to redaction, recounting the comment, it was reported by others who had attended an agenda-setting meeting around that same time that Mr. Crawford stated in one meeting that he had just come out of a meeting, and apparently I said something that was racially insensitive, and I was called out for it. Okay. Mr. Crawford denied making the alleged statement. When confronted with the specific comment that he said he was alleged to have made, he said he was offended by the comment and that he would not have said it, as it is not consistent with his views. It's amazing how shit is not consistent with people's views once they've said fucked up shit. I really want to apologize. I want to apologize because what I said was not consistent with my views. Bet you said it. It's consistent with what you said. It might not be consistent from what you see, but it is consistent with what you said. Fuck your views. He noted that the percentage of the city's population that is African American does not define the struggles of African Americans have been through. Now you want to be like, look, man, y'all been through a lot down here, man. Ann Arbor's done you wrong. You done you wrong, and I done got your numbers off and shit. I wouldn't say that shit. Come on, man. Now you want to know our struggle, Tom? You want to know our struggle? Do you want to know our struggle when we had 2,500 more black people living in Ann Arbor? You didn't want to know our struggle then. You don't want to know our struggle now. You don't give a fuck about black people. You didn't give a fuck about us then. You didn't give a fuck about us now. Stop talking, Tom. While Mr. Crawford acknowledged that he may have said something at a meeting about having a comment involving that was taken as racially sensitive, he would have said that in the context of communicating to his colleagues that work on DEI, there goes that fucking acronym again, DEI issues, was ongoing work, and that's all they needed to do. But he does not recall. There's it again. He does not recall. He does not recall. He does not remember. He does not. So you can play that. I do not recall. I do not remember. I do not recall. I do not remember. Will somebody get this motherfucker some Ginkgo biloba so he can fucking remember? Get him some ginseng, some green tea, because his memory is fucked up. How did he become the city administrator if he can't recall shit and he can't remember shit? Everybody said he does a great fucking job for the city. How? How? He can't recall shit. He can't remember shit. But he does not recall the specific racially insensitive comment that he was alleged to have made. Whatever it was, he does not believe it was a specific statement reported by their privacy is being withheld. No problem with that. Concerns were also raised. Now, this is more shit that he does not recall or remember. Y'all got to understand this. All this shit that he does not recall or remember led to him getting vacation time all the way out the door. There's a bigger play here, y'all. Just remember, it's not just Tom that's going to go. Some other people going to go look like too. But y'all just don't know about it. But you heard it here. And the other 40 people who will fucking watch this video, y'all will know about it too. Got it. Concerns were also raised that Mr. Crawford seems to use language reflecting racial and or gender-based stereotypes regarding who is an African-American female. Oh, shit. I think I'm going to make that one of my presets. Oh, shit. Yep, I'm going to make that as one of my presets. Because I need that. I need that. I need to be able to just hit that. Oh, shit. Yeah. For example, it was reported that Mr. Crawford describes her as intimidating and angry. That's an intimidating black bitch. That's an angry black bitch. How many times has Tom said that in the fucking workspace? Yeah. Yeah. How many times has Tom said that? How many times did he let that one rip off? Black bitch, angry black bitch, intimidating black bitch. Some people didn't really believe he said that either. But then Tom did say it. Mr. Crawford described his relationship with as good. He said that he speaks frankly with her and has tried to repair what was a fractured relationship between the commissioner and the prior city administrator. Sorry for reading too fast. I don't want to belabor the time, so I'm reading too fast. When asked if he had described her, I did it again, as intimidating or angry, he said that there had been conversations with the staff where others described her that way. I thought Tom stood up on this one. Is this the one where he hid behind the employees and he acknowledged that they may have done so as well? He does believe He does believe that the way she communicates puts staff on their heels. So she's a strong black woman. She's a strong black woman, and she says things that intimidates people. You deem her as angry because she's serious. See, that's the problem. When black women are serious, they're angry. How come y'all don't call black women angry when they out here cooning and doing all type of shit? When Simone Sanders jumped up and fucking tackled a motherfucker who tried to jump on the stage and tackle Joe Biden, how come y'all didn't call Simone Sanders an angry black woman? When Jean-Pierre jumped up and handled that motherfucker that tried to attack Kamala Harris, how come y'all didn't call Jean-Pierre a motherfucking angry black woman? When they protecting your asses, they not angry. No, they not angry when they're protecting y'all. Were they angry when they was washing your clothes all the time? Feeding your babies? Hell, feeding your babies from their breast. How come black women weren't called angry then? They're only called angry when they're serious and they're about their business. But when they on some clown shit, y'all never call no black woman angry when she on some clown shit. Fuck y'all. Puts staff on their heels and sometimes does not positively bring people into change. Her job ain't to bring people into change. Her job is to fucking manage. If she's a goddamn supervisor, her job is to supervise. And if she puts people back on their heels because they're spineless people, fuck them. If they can't take her sincerity as professional and move the fuck on, fuck them. As long as she don't do nothing or say nothing out of pocket, they just some weak ass bitches and they just got a strong black woman as a supervisor. Deal with it. He understands why she has, why she has a lot of passion. Now we always got to have passion when we're doing our fucking job. Like I said, do we have passion when we was out there washing your motherfucking clothes, picking your cotton, baling your hay, reshoeing your horses for free? Did we have passion when we did that shit? Do we have passion when we cooked every motherfucking meal for every motherfucker out there? Do we have passion for that? Washed your clothes, washed your linens. Do we have passion for that? Why we gotta have passion to go with anger and intimidating? See all these words, all these aggressive words, when all she is just serious about her job, because she knows if she's not serious about her job, they're just gonna find somebody else. If she don't do her job right and she don't have production in there, they're just gonna find somebody else. And they don't need a reason because we're in an at-will state. Bye. See ya. She might have a little contract and shit, get her a little severance pay, but that's it. Bye. We ain't really got to have a reason to fire you. Bye. That's why she's as passionate as she is, and that she has a right to be angry. Why she got a right to be angry? What she got a right to be angry about? What's it to be angry about? Her check short? Somebody take her chair? She got a hostile work environment. She can't deal with it. Why does she have a right to be angry? Because see, now he's talking about, oh, yeah, okay. So you're talking about she has a right to be angry based on the systemic oppression, the systemic racism, 246 years of free labor that y'all owe her people for. Is that what it is? Is that what she's got to be angry about, Tom? About the issues she works on. He does, however, think that sometimes employees interpret it in a negative light. Fuck them. They interpret black people in a negative light. They don't like us. They just deal with us. It's the last one I'm going to do right here. There was a comment alleged to have been made to a city employee about an African-American employee who was married to a white woman. Allegedly, Mr. Crawford stated that the African-American employee gets his ignorance from the fact that he's married to a white woman. It is also reported that Mr. Crawford regularly uses the phrase, the blacks. I'm sorry I eluded the chat room there for a minute. Telling you, man. That motherfucker, he don't remember shit, but they say he did a great job. He did a great job. Angry, aggressive. Yeah, not a cultural. I'm telling you, man, this is ridiculous. I'm just trying to catch up on these chats, man, you know. They always see us through. Totally. We got to be emotional. We got to be emotional when we handling business. See, it's so fucked up, you know, because I talk so much and shit that when I don't talk, motherfuckers think I'm angry. Maybe I'm just focused, motherfucker. Why I gotta be angry? I'm not angry because I'm not talking his shit, you know, and you always feel like, you know, you got to be on and shit. Hey, Peggy, you came back. Damn, Peggy. And I was just about to light up too. Now you're making me feel bad and shit. I had smoked for a long time, Peggy, and I'm just literally about to light up. I was talking for like 20 minutes and hadn't smoked. But I gotta smoke on this last thing that we're gonna talk about. Oh, you never left. Okay. Well, you said hello as if you had left and came back. You're just a very pleasant person. I appreciate that, Peggy. I mean, you can actually insult me, not insult me, but, you know, critique me and be nice about it. I appreciate that. YouTube doesn't offer a lot of that. Usually when motherfuckers throw a brick at you, they aim right between your eyes. So welcome back. Absolutely. Welcome back, even though you never left. There you go. So here we go. Here we go. So it was reported that Mr. Crawford regularly uses the phrase the blacks when talking about African Americans and or uses us and them language. This doesn't surprise me, okay? I mean, if he said all the shit that he said up there, then it definitely doesn't surprise me that he refers to people as the blacks. That's being nice. I want to know how many times that he's flung nigga around and somebody got a record of it. Anybody got a record of him saying nigga? I want to know. That's some deep, dark secrets that we might not never see. We might not never see it. Nope, 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 nope. Nope. So, when talking about African Americans, so Mr. Crawford categorically denied making the statement about African Americans employee married to a white woman. He said that he didn't make this comment and he doesn't even know the people who the comment was alleged to have been about. So he don't, you know what? He said, I didn't say that shit and I don't even know them people. I don't know the mixed couple. I don't know how I can not believe him, but believe him. You say you don't know somebody, all they got to do is put the motherfuckers in front of you and be like, Tom, how you going to play us? Or, if the statement's not valid, how did it get in this report? Mr. Crawford also denied using the phrase the blacks to describe African Americans. He said that he might say our black population. Dear citizens of Ann Arbor, our black population or our black employee base. Come on, man. Come on, man. Our black population or our black employee base. He put it on right here. He put it on. And he does not use the term black and African American. Oh, and he does use the term black and African American interchangeably, which he understood to be acceptable. Tom, it's not. Okay? It's not. I don't go by either one of them anymore. I don't want to be black. I don't want to be an African American. So I don't go by either one of them anymore. And since anybody can be black nowadays, and African American is used for people whose people are buried on this soil, but you also call people who come over here from Africa and gain citizenship African Americans. So we have no specificity with black or African American at all. African American was supposed to be just for us. But now you can come from Africa, get your citizenship, and now be an African American. Because they definitely ain't going to accept black. Yeah, African ain't going to accept black. Oh, no, no, no. Oh, no, no, no. They ain't going to accept black. They're going to be an African. But now that they're American, they'll be an African American so they can suck up those fucking resources that they get for coming over here from Africa that they obviously couldn't get over there. So when they washed up on the shores of America, they're like, the land of the free. Yeah, motherfucker. Here's your shoes. However, he said that the blacks is not a phrase that he would use or has used. He then, however, noted, so I've read all I've read, messed up as much as I couldn't, but if you believe whatever you want to believe about what I've read, misread, it'll all bottleneck right now. And most of you have probably already read it because you've probably already blown your screens up and you're seeing this shit. But this is why I try to tell people. If a motherfucker is guilty of that one shit, there's a chance he might be guilty of this other shit. And then there's a slim chance he could be guilty of this shit. But sooner or later, something's going to come out and he's going to say something and he's going to make you understand he's guilty of all the shit. And here it is. However, he said the blacks is not a phrase he would use or has used. He then, however, noted that if he ever did use the phrase, it would have been at a random event. So there's a chance. Yeah, there's a chance I might have said it, but it would have been a random event. Motherfucker, you just said you don't say it. How could it be a random event if you say you just don't say it? You don't use that phrase. You don't You don't use the motherfucking phrase. Now you say you might have used the motherfucking phrase at a random event. Uh-oh, it might have been late at night. What do you mean late at night? Who are you with late at night when you said shit like this? You was with coworkers late at night talking about the blacks? Was you just laid up with somebody and shit? And you're like, you know what? The blacks are dwindling in Ann Arbor. They can't afford to stay there. And I want to do something to help the blacks. We really need blacks on our employee base. We need more blacks in the... Come on, man. When would you... Late at night. He said, I would have said that shit at a random event or late at night. Who says shit like this at random and late at night? When he may have been careless about his language. So he's only careless about his language at random events where all kind of strangers and shit could be around, just a random event, or late at night. So if you catch Tom creeping, you know, he might be at one of the local watering holes tripping. You know, he's fucking blacks around here. Just, you know, come on. We caught him up at Weber's and shit. He was just blacks. He was blacks and all over the place. You see Tom Crawford over there talking about the blacks. A random event, man. And there's all kinds of shit. There's sexual orientation. What's that one? Women, children, child care responsibility. Come on, man. This motherfucker is guilty as a motherfucker. Guilty. Guilty. Sister Shannon, what's good? Peg, you know what? Peggy need a clap. Hell yeah, Peggy get a clap. Come back in here. I've always wanted to do that. I've never been in a situation where the applause was so high where I could be like, okay, all right. You know, I've always wanted to do that. Like when I used to introduce acts and shit at the concerts, you know, it was jazz. So everybody was, you know, laid back. Nobody was hyped up and shit. And definitely nobody was standing up for me to walk out on the stage and shit. So, you know, I'd walk out there, you know, and like, who's this fat motherfucker? You know, because they knew I wasn't the act. So they, you know, I'm just walking out there with a microphone in my hand. You know, he must come in and sing the national anthem or some shit. So, you know, I would come out there and I would talk and shit, you know, crack a couple jokes and shit. You know, I'd see people, you know, walking in, whatever, and just, you know, then I'd do my official good evening, you know, Detroit's home for smooth jazz, blah, 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 blah. Okay. So I never had that opportunity because those people were like so laid back, but the jazz crowd, so funny. Jazz crowd, like, they're particular about the way they listen. Like, the motherfucker could be half full sometimes for sound check. That's actually the concert before the concert for a lot of these artists. Artists that go through a real sound check, you get there early enough, and they'll fuck with you during the sound check. The artists, like, they'll come down and sit in the fucking seats and talk to guests, talk to the people who've come in, you know, because they're just regular people. That's why, you know, celebrity has gotten so fucking out of hand. It's gotten so out of hand. They have more money than you. I get it. They have some nice shit. I get it. But what they do is just their job. When somebody comes to perform, they're just doing a job. You did your job early, got off, went home, showered, put some smell good on, put some good clothes on, and you coming out to see another motherfucker do his job. Nothing more, nothing less. Why the fuck do we elevate celebrities the way we do? They breathe just like we do. There is no celebrity breath. There's absolutely no celebrity breath. You understand me? What's up, Toby? I hope he can't hear me, Peggy. Hopefully you got your headphones in, because I cuss a lot. I don't want Toby to be around that motherfucker saying, that motherfucker, the blacks. Well, they all gone, Brother B. I'm talking about like them smooth jazz motherfuckers. You know, I was a personality on a smooth jazz station, and I couldn't fuck with legends like that. I wish I could have. I wish I would have came up in that era. You know, I'd probably be a better dresser if I came up in that era. You know, everybody wore the suits and shit back then. You know, and I'm not a real suit guy, so I would have figured out my lane. You know, with wore the suits when I had to. I'm that leisure suit kind of guy. That shirt and pants combo. But I love that. I love that era back then. Yeah, I did. I mean, I do now. But I'm silly, Peggy. So, you know, you getting a little bit of my personality out here tonight. You know, you getting a little bit of my personality out here. So I'm not always crazed, you know, on my rants and shit, you know, sometimes, you know, but and the family's in here tonight. Sister Shanna, you know, Sister Shanna, I can't throw enough love with Sister Shanna because she puts me up on so much game. She really does. She puts me up on so much game. Sometimes I'll be like, you know, I'm thinking about it. And Sister Santa just sends something. I'll be like, hey, hey, there we go. You know, and then I get to thinking about it and get to talking about it. I'm like, bam. First, I talk to myself about a lot of shit. I'll watch a video or two about some shit, and then I'll talk to myself about it. And yeah. And real talk though, Sister Shanna. But you know, because she knows my pulse on this shit, and she knows where spaces. I've talked to her about spaces that I'm trying to go. I can't be what some of these cats are out here. I get what they're trying to do, but that's not what I'm trying to do, you know. And I think that my best video, to me, the best video I had was just a couple nights ago when we was able to help Miss Mary and them get their fucking water back on. We were able to get the wheels turning and contact them Red Cross, and she was able to pass on them resources. And then somebody saw the fucking video. I don't know who saw it. I don't know what happened, but somebody saw the video because they called Channel 4. Channel 4 wasn't on this shit. Channel 2 wasn't on it. Channel 7 wasn't on it. Nobody was on it. And all of a sudden, Miss Mary gets on there. We're talking about 6 families without water in the city of Ypsilanti. This shit was embarrassing to the city of Ypsilanti. Next thing you know, bam, water's back on. You know, they call Channel 4. Channel 4 is a bigger outlet. Obviously, it's going to be a bigger outlet than me. And the shit was great, man. The shit was great. You know? And we did some good shit that night. I felt like that was a monumental change. Because here's the thing. If we can fuck with people in the community and we can make things better for people in the community, fuck all them other motherfuckers, man. We can make shit better. That's how we come together. That's how we come together. You know what I'm saying? And I get it. I get it. I'm out here, Sister Shanna. I mean, I ain't out here for no clown shit. You know, I already tell people I'm not coming at you, you know, with that data like BTP be coming with that data. They got the education. They got that rooting and all that shit. And I can glean off of shit that they say. I can glean off of shit that Sister Shanna sends me. I glean off of things that I hear Brother Martin, Marlon and Sister Cynthia talk about in Chicago. You know, OG Otis, you know, Brother Arthur Ward. I glean off these people. You know, Sister Angela, Sister Kim going through hell. She down there in Joe Manchin state. Joe Manchin down there cutting the motherfucking fool. Joe Manchin doing the motherfucking splits and the moonwalk down in Virginia. He crazy. He's like, I'm really a Republican, but I'm a Democrat. What you gonna do about it? That's basically what it is. He's like, say something. I'm a Democrat, but I'm a Republican, motherfucker. Shit. You know? I gotta be out here. I gotta be doing something for the folks, man. I gotta be doing something for the folks. Shit, you know. I could be on some clown shit, man. I could really be on some clown shit. And I get a lot of views and shit. I could do some clown shit. I don't need to do that. I don't need to do that. I can be a better clown than the motherfuckers that are the clowns out here. I mean, some of these people are going right to that shit. They going right to being a clown. It's so fucked up. It's so fucked up that you see motherfuckers that you think are real motherfuckers. And when you meet them and then you're around them and shit for a while, you find out they ain't real motherfuckers. It's wild to me, you know what I'm saying? And I'm old now. I'm 51. So it's wild to me that I see these motherfuckers that aren't real motherfuckers. They really not real motherfuckers. So I'm like, well, damn, I thought you was a real motherfucker. And they're not real motherfuckers, man. They're not real motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? And I want them to be real motherfuckers. So, since they're not real motherfuckers, I'm going to start calling them all out. Appreciate you, Brother B. You hung in there the whole night. You, information man. We need to see it as a Friedman University. Everybody specializes in a subject matter. We're proving we can be a productive collective and get this shit. Absolutely. We absolutely can, Sister Shanna. I know we can. We got to get stronger as a unit. I'd be getting upset when I know that I'm stepping on, you know, somebody else's pod that's doing, especially speaking on that data. You know, sometimes I speak on a lot of special or general interest stuff, you know, and then somebody's having a session, and when they having a session, but then we all need to be going back and checking them playbacks. We need to be checking them playbacks and helping. I mean, it makes no sense to me. I can be on the stream, be in the chat room, and we have like 80, 90 people on a BTP stream. Then I'll look over at somebody else's live and they on some fuck shit. And they'll have like 3,000 in the room. 3,000 in the room on some bullshit. Ain't teaching you nothing. You might be losing IQ points on that bitch. I check. Some of these casts y'all look at, you might want to check your IQ points right after. Because I swear there's some IQ point stealing motherfuckers out here with some bullshit they putting out. I'm trying to tell you, it's dumb shit. Some of the content I can't even fucking watch. I can't watch it. I can't watch it. Sister Shannon, she, I'll be lost, and sometimes Sister Shannon just be fighting me. She just be like, I'll just be coming up to court and be like, damn, I missed my last 4 shots, and Sister Shannon just throw me an alley-oop. You don't miss your last 3-4 shots in a game, your confidence goes down, right? And if you got that good point, they can throw you that oop, give you that easy one. You get that easy one in, now you get back in rhythm. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to tell me twice. Get your asses up. Get up. Let's go. Everybody get up. Sister Shannon's love. That's Sister Shannon's love. We making Sister Shannon blush. So let's calm it down a little bit. We don't want her blushing too much in the set tonight. But it's real. We being silly and shit, but it's real. Just because I know we can function together. I'm telling you, the best time in my life, the best time ever in my life was when I was 17 years old and I went to Atlanta and shit, and I was with my dad and we walked into the Varsity. Now, the crazy thing was he took me right to the Varsity. He didn't take me to one of the Pizza Huts. He didn't take me nowhere else. He took me to the Varsity. Right? He took me to the Varsity. The Varsity was a hot dog stand on steroids in Atlanta. And in my life, I had never seen an all-black ran place like this. Now, I've been all kind of places in Detroit and shit like that, but that's Detroit. You know, black people. I'm talking about in a whole big city. Everything we was going through was black. But we weren't really staying in these places. I went to a black gas station. I was like, what? We went to the Varsity. And then I was like, Dad, I want to go to McDonald's. He said, well, I was going to cook them. No, I want to go to McDonald's. I start seeing black people function in these different establishments, in these different businesses. And I was like, black people, I mean, we beautiful. We know we beautiful. And we know we artistic. We know we're creative in so many different levels. I just don't understand when we can't work together. It just really fucks me up when we can't work together. And that's why I think that there's a lot of motherfuckers that are just counterproductive purposely. I think they're counterproductive purposely. Bought and sold. I mean, some people are just bought and sold. And it doesn't take much for some. It doesn't take much for some people to be bought and sold. And it hurts, man. It hurts that we can't get shit done. I mean, that's why I say you don't have to be for what we're doing. If you don't believe, descendants of slavery, and we are descendants of freedmen, this generation is a descendant of freedmen. If you don't believe that we deserve reparations, then don't lobby for it. Just don't speak against it. Why do you need to speak against it? If you don't believe in it, then don't lobby for it. White people do something and you don't believe in it, you don't go at them. You just stay quiet. You stay absolutely quiet. So why would you raise up when it's your people fighting for a debt that is owed just because you don't believe in it? I mean, that's what I'm thinking. It's like, why do you stand up? It's like people like Herschel Walker and Larry Elder and Vernon Jones and what's the other one? Burgess Owens. Those people, they confuse me. Because they know the damage that's been done. Herschel Walker talks about talking to his ma. His ma? Was his ma a slave? Or she was just up out of it? I know his grandmama was. Talk to my ma. And because he was propped up with athletics, he's now given a platform to talk about politics. To talk about politics. And he shouldn't talk about politics. He doesn't know enough. I got that one from another podcaster I used to watch on a regular basis. He don't know enough. He thinks he's really what? I'm just gonna start using everybody's shit. He think he a hell of a nigga. He think he a hell of a motherfucker just because he played football. See, that's the problem. We elevated Herschel to a status that he doesn't even understand. Herschel was good just being a football player. And I'm not saying this about every football player. There are some athletes out here with some purpose. I get it. But Herschel was not. Herschel was a football player. Okay? That's all Herschel was a football player. That's all he was a football player. We elevated him to some status that gave him the right to speak publicly. To speak publicly and rudely towards Black Americans. Here, this is a real problem. And his son, his little young moist son. Oh, his son is he the prince of moisture. He ain't a king, because Herschel's the king. The King Coon. He's the prince of moisture. Herschel Walker's son talks against Black Americans as if he's never, ever, ever had any advantages. And here's the thing. He had to have advantages because Herschel grew up broke and became rich. He's never not been rich. See, that's what people have to gather when you're speaking about Herschel Walker's son. I don't talk about him much because he don't mean shit to me. But since we're talking about it, since we're here, and since I'm giving a little political gumbo for that ass, think about this. To see Herschel Walker's son have a platform to speak against Black Americans as a young, gay, Black male. He's given a platform. He's absolutely done nothing in this world. Does anybody know what Herschel Walker's son does for a living? What does he do for a living? What does he do for a living? I have to say no. Herschel Walker did not achieve the status of OJ. Herschel achieved fame and he achieved riches, but you have to look at OJ. OJ was the number one celebrity in America at one time. If you go back and look at all the commercials and everything that he was doing, and then when they started inserting him into movies, even though he couldn't act worth a shit, all during his playing career, OJ had a busy playing career outside of playing. OJ was doing shit that no white athlete and or celebrity was doing. Herschel was just a good football player. I don't think he's another made in America OJ. He's definitely made in America. He's definitely got his, they need to do a made in America Herschel. Damn, could we back that up? Could we make one like that? We could make one better for Herschel. We need to talk about that. We need some production here. We need some production. His son is someone who he wish he could be. Yeah. Yeah. So his son doesn't like have a profession, like, or is he an influencer? Because I know they use that term now, influencer. You know, when they're just online a lot and shit, they just mother ain't really got a job. Just be like, man, he's an influencer. Okay, what's he really do? Well, he's an influencer. Like, okay. When he's not influencing, what's he doing? He's an influencer. Okay. Got it. Okay. So, bro, you speak against black people. You're young, you're gay, you are black. Since you don't even half-ass rap, you're not even like Lil Nas. At least Lil Nas has got a profession. I won't say a craft because I don't believe he's that talented. I think he is. Okay. So he's an influencer or something. Yeah, he is an influencer for somebody. Young gay males. Maybe some black ones. So maybe a fashion influencer or something. Okay. So why doesn't he stick to that? Why doesn't he stick to wearing clothes? Why he got to talk? Usually you don't hear a fashion model talk. Why he got to talk? Anybody ask you that, little Herschel? Is he Herschel? Is his name Herschel? What's his name? Is he Herschel Walker Jr.? Is he like her Herschel? Fuck out of here, dog. That's her Herschel. So, oh shit. So this is the last thing that I really want to talk about. Y'all know I don't like all that singing and dancing and shit online. You know, if look, man, I watch old Michael Jackson shit. I be sharing some of that shit. You know, I watch a lot of old music stuff. I mean, that's what you do. That's what you do. But unless you doing some things, oh, Christian Walker, you right, Christian Walker. Woo, got it. His name got to be Christian. Woo. I wonder what the church folks saying about that. Christian Walker. I'm Christian. Mother McGillicuddy said, hey, you a demon. Yeah, you walk in the church and say you Christian, they're gonna be like, you a demon. So I'm just saying, man. Christian Walker, got it. Lindsay Shaw. She used to be on this TV shows, pretty famous, I guess. Ned something, I guess. I don't know. I don't even know who some of these children are. But they do this thing, where they throw shade online and you do some different things. I don't know about a whole lot of shit, but so what I got to do, basically, I got to find the shit and then I got to cue it up to what, because they did it backwards. And I'm sure they did it purpose so they didn't want people to use in the video, but I'm using motherfucker anyway. I don't really give a fuck. I already put up for fair use. I ain't trying to make no money off the motherfucker. And I haven't asked for a donation this whole fucking show, and I'm not gonna. Because that's not why I'm doing this right here today. So I told you I'm about to get like Lou Rawls on y'all and shit. When I ask for some money, I'm gonna have a tuxedo on and shit. I mean, I probably ain't gonna wear no tux. I mean, don't even let me lie. I probably want to wear a sport coat. But we're gonna be on some telethon shit. Hopefully I won't be raising no money to get nobody out of jail. I want to be, doing some real shit. And we set a bogey and we try to get that shit, within like 7 days or something like that. Every video will be about the same cause, and then bam, we try to get it like that. But yeah, Lindsay Shaw did some punk shit. And she got rode online. I guess motherfuckers start jumping in her DMs and threatening her and calling her all kinds of shit. And then the next time you saw her, she was like, she went from her real confident, you know, I'm throwing shade on that ass self, to she was crying and shit. So I gotta find it. Hold on one second, y'all. Hold on one second. This shit's funny as a motherfucker. It's hilarious. I think it's fucking hilarious. Yeah. Hold on one second. Boop. Okay. If I did it right, I got the times right. Okay. All right, you got to, okay. So just setting it up. So she caught backlash after this video went up, and then she made fun of the video. And I guess she fucks with these people. So yeah. So check this shit out. And most of y'all done seen it. It's a couple, you know, only a couple people ain't seen it. Only a couple people are gonna watch the video anyway, so it don't fucking matter. Yes, yeah. There we go. Yeah, look at that. Yep. That's exactly what he does. Your great granddaddy built this country for free, and you want to talk about black people that way, Christian? Yeah, you ain't Christian. You a demon. So yeah, check this shit out. This shit is hilarious. And you know, it's hilarious. God damn it. It's hilarious. Okay? I'm just letting you know. It's hilarious. And I want to share the audio. And I don't feel sorry for her. That's why I'm doing this, because I don't feel sorry for her getting the threats and getting all the shit in her inbox, because she did that dumb shit, and then all of a sudden, my actions don't, they're not my views. They're not my views. My actions are not my views. Fuck you. And your views. Your views are up now on TikTok, bitch. There we go. Let's put it like this. Let's do a little something like this. Here we go.
Hey, are we okay? What the fuck is this? I see.
Okay, so watch this. And after she did that punk shit, this what happened.
I just have to say right now, the hate in my inbox is not okay. Okay? I did not mean anything in any kind of way. I am learning every day, as I think everybody is.
No, we ain't.
And this kind of hate just needs to evaporate from the planet, no matter who it's directed towards.
Yeah, but it's directed towards you.
Crocodile tears. No, dude. Like, this is like my soul out there. If you know anything about what I stand for or what I believe in, you know that it's not this. I am sorry you were offended. I think we all need to vibrate higher for the future. And I know I'm going to keep learning.
She said vibrate higher for the future.
My own mental health. I needed to take a step back from social media. I kind of felt like that anyway, but it's like, okay. I'm not here to offend or belittle anybody at all. I thought that the millennial and Gen Z thing was a thing on TikTok.
What is that?
The intention wasn't that serious, y'all. So, yeah, I gotta just go off of here for a little while. But I appreciate you, I love you, and I'll be back. And I hope that I know more, and I hope we all have a little more compassion and understanding. Hey, we okay? What the fuck is this?
You know what it is now? You know what it is now, bitch. They done ran her ass up off of social media. Good for you. Good for you. Change all your accounts. Start fresh when you come back. They done ran her monkey ass up off social media. And I got a problem with it. Let me tell you something. I got a problem with it. Them motherfuckers done accepted her apology. The motherfuckers that she made fun of, the motherfuckers that everybody rode for and rode her ass up off of social media, they done sat there and said, oh, we good. We good. We just want to dance. We just want to dance. Yeah. Dance. Dance. I already said, I know why we're losing out here. I know why we're losing. We're systemically fucked. Absolutely. And that's why we got to work to get up out of that. That's why we got to work for repair. That's why we got to work for reparations. I get it. But I know why we fucked up on the ground. We fucked up on the ground. We doing dumb shit out here. Now, I don't know what the dance is about. I don't know if there's a dance craze. Is that a new dance? I don't know that dance and shit. I actually didn't mind it because, you know, it's kind of easy for me to do. So, you know, any dance that I can actually do, I'm going to do. But then when she did it and made fun of him and, you know, and everybody saw it as fucked up. And they was like, oh, okay. Okay. They forgave her. They said, it's all good, cuz. It's all good. Family. I bet you they called her fam or some shit. It's all good, fam. Stupid motherfuckers. How the fuck are you going to accept her apology? You had a nation behind you. You had a nation behind you. I don't get it. I don't get it. Why don't we stick up for ourselves? And then we forgive our oppressors. Oh boy. Oh, okay. Wow. All right, man. Y'all be good. As I've said, this thing about Ann Arbor, you know how like motherfucker be climbing up on a cliff and he's going up and going up and going up, right? And he loses his footing because like a rock, you know, just breaks off the side of the mountain and shit. That's what just happened. This city administrator shit is just that rock. But we're possibly embarking on an avalanche. We'll talk more about it. The more I learn, the more you'll learn. It's all about the village. Everybody in the chat tonight popping. Y'all kept me going. Peggy Royster, you and Toby have a great night tonight. Like I said, I hope you got your earbuds in because Toby don't need to be listening to this kind of language. I don't want Toby walking around there. Motherfucker. And Sister Shanna for coming through, getting done with work and coming through. Appreciate you. Brother B always in here with it. And Frida, Missy B's been up in here 2 in a row. She got both the live stream today. Missy B got both the live streams today. All right. I'm either on some shit, or, you got to find something else to do, Missy. No, it's real shit, though. She makes time to take time. That's a beautiful thing. That's a beautiful thing. Tell Brother Bobby, one day we're going to meet in the flesh. We're going to meet in the flesh. I believe all freedmen need to meet. Them slaves, they meet. They already meeting. They having daily meetings and shit. Having daily. Let's see if Van Jones. Oh, he doesn't say bad words? Okay. Well, good. Well, I'm not an influencer. I'm not an influencer. So I don't want him saying bad words. I have to be mindful around my grandkids now because I don't want them saying things that I say because, very smart and they're recorders. They say what I say and I don't want that. But yeah, this is a interesting cast. I got to definitely go back and check the little things that we put in and just see how they sound, see how they looked. I don't know. I got to check the screen shares and all that. White always says they were sorry after the fact. Yeah, we're getting so used to it now. My actions don't reflect who I really am. My actions. Give me a fucking break, man. If your actions don't reflect who you are, then who the fuck are you? You just did some bigoted shit. So if you just did some bigoted shit, but that's not really who you are you? I hate that shit. My actions. They don't reflect my views. They don't reflect my views. Come on, man. Your views are fucked up. Okay? And you know what? I'm going to get out of saying your views are conservative views because I don't think all conservative views are always racist. Because there's some Democratic views out there that are racist as a motherfucker. Okay? Shit. But when a motherfucker says views, your views, what are you really saying? Your actions don't reflect your views. If your actions didn't reflect your views, we wouldn't have had those actions. She brought all the attention onto herself. She was like, and when you come back, I need you to come back and feel sorry for me. I'm the real victim here, guys. They're now attacking me. And I didn't do that because my views are not reflective of my actions. It's not me. It's not in my spirit. We need the planets to align so they can kiss. What the fuck was she talking about? We need the planets to align. I'm like, bitch. I do know a parent that is saying, what? Oh, boy. Oh, boy. That's shameful. They taught a bird to say that? I appreciate that, Peggy. But motherfucker taught his bird to say some dumb shit like that? That's crazy shit. Look at that. Motherfucker taught his bird to say nigga. See, here's the thing. You can have me over your crib and then you go into the kitchen and I know that your bird just called me a nigga. When you come back, I'm like, oh man, I opened up the fucking window to smoke and the fucking bird flew out of it. Yeah. He's gone. Polly want a new home? Coffee's gone. Starbucks is closed. What the fuck? Yeah. I just go over to the window and be like, hey, buddy. Open that fucking window and I'd let his ass fly. Go call somebody else nigger. We're about to lock this window right back on you. See you later, buddy. Yep. Yes, thank you, Peggy. Appreciate you. But man, we done put in 2 hours and 14 minutes and probably about 2 hours and 8 minutes of content. Because about that first 6 minutes, I had some shit scrambling in there, putting the ad up. And had to put the disclaimer up, and just getting it started. Wasn't trying to do nothing special. Just trying to make sure all this shit's popping. Trying to make sure this shit's popping. But let's get back in here tomorrow. I appreciate everybody checking in, and I'm gonna try to give you the prelude, try to give you the ad so you know exactly when to, and if it doesn't work within your schedule, I gotta at least get up, but I appreciate it. Hopefully that helped people today get here. The bird will say, what? He's going out the motherfucking window. Oh, the black guy taught him that. Oh, see, he's stupid. Hey, we're not all blessed with high IQs, and some of us are actually blessed with high IQs, and we use them in a stupid fashion. So this might actually be a high IQ individual. I won't say smart, and I won't say intelligent, because anybody that teaches a bird to say nigger, I mean, come on, dog. That's the grade you're on right there. All right, gotcha. But y'all be good out here, and don't let nobody fuck with you. Just don't. One love.